why don't you tell us more about Board Studios and what we're up to?
Sure. So Board Studios was founded about 7 years ago, and we're a boutique company based out of New York where we specialize in video explainers and video content marketing. And we've been doing that for 7 years. We've done almost 2,000 explainer videos so far. We write all the scripts ourselves. We're a one-stop shop, white glove service. We try to take care of clients, and we're super reliable, always on budget. We always come up with the best solutions for them, the best strategies for them to use video and grow their business.
What do you think is the special sauce for Board Studios? How do you think it's different in terms of offering video content marketing solutions than some of the competition?
There are two things that really differentiate us, and that's why companies are coming to us back for more and more work. One is we're business first. So primarily video studios are studied by animators and videographers who aren't necessarily too much into the business aspect of things. We are business first, so we bring a lot of entrepreneurship, marketing, and business backgrounds at the top level of the company. So when somebody comes and works with us, we really get their business, and that makes a huge difference. Because imagine, and many people have told us, they may go to Upwork, Fiverr, they may work with other agencies, and when they work with somebody who doesn't understand their business, it takes a lot of their time to explain it, and then they're much more involved in script writing, and at the end you end up with something they're not super excited about. It's not exactly what they wanted, and they don't know if it's going to work. And that also goes on the creative side. If they don't get what you do, they're not going to be able to get into it and really explain it effectively. So we spend a lot of time to dig deep into the business. All the details that you think should be there, we try to make them get in there in the right way. And there are ways that we study the psychology of persuasion. We study a lot of the science behind explaining, and we try to bring that into the videos, which I'm pretty sure none of the other explainer companies do that. But it's also something that you don't see. It's not something that we can advertise and explain all these things. It's not something that you see black and white. It's not like a price. Somebody may say we have a lower price, and it's very difficult to compete with that. However, one thing that many companies don't understand, and they figure out afterwards, is that because of our business background, we try to come up with processes to make everything much more cost effective, and that's a huge difference. So you may say, okay, you bring all this value, you must be more expensive. Actually, we're much cheaper than many of the freelancers because we have figured out very streamlined processes. And just to give you an example of that, over the past 7 years, we've worked with more than 50 animators. Now, when you work with an animator to do a motion graphics animation, for example, it may take them, for the same video, it may take one animator 1 day, it may take another animator 7 days. So the animator who is cheaper on a per hour basis may take 7 days. As a total, he may have to charge you $5,000, $6,000, whereas the animator I'm working with, he's happy with $1,000 because it's a day rate. So immediately our costs are much lower, and we transfer that to our clients. So the fact that we're much more business driven means that we're not captive to a very specific creative approach. We try to find the best approach and the best creative to execute that. Now, another big difference is a studio. We have a full-time video production studio. Nobody else I know does that. And the reason they don't do that is because it's very expensive. You need to drive capacity utilization up. You need to bring a lot of people to make sense because you have a lot of fixed costs. But we take that gamble because we think video is the future, and video content marketing is the future for many companies' growth. If you tried paid ads, SEO, blogging, all that stuff, it works to a certain extent, but everybody's doing the same thing. So the more competition, the more companies that come in there, the more expensive it becomes, and the less effective. The ROI is going down. Video is something that everyone has fallen behind the curve. There are very few companies that are doing it very well, and these are the experts who are on YouTube and LinkedIn, and you see them all the time. And they grow their awareness, the engagement, and they start selling, and they say that video is the #1 tool that brings business for them right now. It's not even the SEO companies. They say we do video because that works best.
So can you explain a little bit more about that, how SEO would be connected to video, and
Sure.
what the advantages of video are for SEO?
So in general, the advantage of video and video content marketing is that you have much less competition, because video content marketing, it's something very foreign to many companies have SEO teams, they have marketing teams, they don't have video teams. So they don't know where to get started, they don't know how to do it. And after they do video, they don't know what to do with it to get the most out of it. There are some big hurdles there: cost, inexperience. It's a big challenge, it's a headache for them. So by virtue of that, you don't have a lot of companies doing that. They're not going to invest in having their own studio. They're not going to invest in bringing a videographer for a day every couple of weeks to produce their video. It's too expensive and all that stuff. So many companies will not do that, so you have less competition. Less competition means lower cost. And now you can go on YouTube and LinkedIn and start posting your videos and start driving engagement at very low cost. On LinkedIn, if you post text, you will get, let's say, if you have, let's say, 1,000 followers, you may get 100 views. On your video, you may get 1,000 views. You may get a lot more views because the more people share it, they share it with their network. And video, as you're scrolling, is the first thing you will notice. Nobody wants to read in their feed. But if it's an engaging video, and always when you have subtitles, you can make it engaging with a nice thumbnail, good quality production, you will engage people, and you will engage those people even if it's not big numbers. It doesn't matter. All you need is 10 people who watch the video and really engage with your brand, and slowly you start growing organically and authentically, and you engage these people and you can grow your business. You can accelerate it dramatically versus everything else where you have to pay and you're not growing an asset. So if you do paid ads, it's a one-off, it's transactional. You're not building an asset that follows your company and grows it. And that's how video is a little similar to SEO. SEO is building an asset for your business. However, everybody's doing the same SEO tactics, and it's very difficult to break through and cut through the noise. Video can help you accelerate your SEO and really boost the SEO of your website. So your rankings can go up because when people watch video on your website, the time on site goes up, which is a very good indicator for Google to start showing you higher up in the rankings. So video is very versatile. You can repurpose it. You put it on YouTube, so somebody who searches on Google, if your video is SEO optimized, it will start ranking organically on Google searches, and the people may connect with you there. So in that regard, video is very similar to SEO because you're building an asset for your company. You can have your videos hosted on YouTube, and then slowly you can start ranking organically on Google searches. As long as you SEO optimize your videos, then you can repurpose your video assets on your blog posts, and as long as they're SEO optimized, then you will start ranking for your website as well. You can repurpose them on your LinkedIn profile, and you can start engaging people there. And one tip here is to SEO optimize your video. There are tools like Yoast that people use to SEO optimize their blog posts. You can use it to SEO optimize your video script. So it takes into account what's the frequency of the keywords. So you pick the right keywords, you include the right frequency, then you have your script, you read it in front of a camera, and then you post it everywhere. You repurpose it into text, and you have the transcript and the subtitles. So everything can be indexed by all the search algorithms, and you have one great asset that keeps building and driving traffic to your company.
Okay, so something you mentioned there was scripting. How does scripting, first of all, make the process easier for people? And how is it when people come to the studio that we take advantage of scripting to really make that process as easy as possible for people?
Scripting is the best for video content marketing. It's something that everybody should be doing. If it's not scripted, you will have anxiety in front of a camera, and it will show. Many people think that when they script a video, they won't look natural. And that's 100% not true. We've done many, many videos that are scripted, and people always comment and they say, oh my God, this is so natural, this is so dynamic. As long as you practice a little bit, you don't come cold and you read it a couple of times, you warm up a little bit, and then you start reading the script. The beauty of it is that you don't have to think about what's coming next. Everything is written out for you. So all you have to do is read. And then you can relax a little bit, you appear more natural, you start moving your hands, you're more dynamic. It's a much better experience for you, but also for the viewer. And the other benefit is that you're not going to be redundant. If somebody's watching your video for content marketing, they watch it for education. They don't want to have their time wasted. If you have a lot of ums and a lot of redundant things, you're repeating yourself, then they're not going to engage with your content. They want to know that you value their time, and that's the only way that they will subscribe to your YouTube channel, and they will like your video on LinkedIn and share it with their audience.
Awesome. So in the video space, what are some mistakes that you see companies making as far as the type of videos that they're putting out or the videos that they're not putting out? What types of mistakes do you think companies are making, and what's a way that we can provide a solution to that?
I think there are a bunch of mistakes. I will mention one, that it's people underestimate the value of quality. Or they misestimate it. You don't want to have an overly produced video, like you have these commercials that cost thousands and thousands of dollars. You don't have to go there. But at the same time, you can't just whip out your phone and sit in your bathroom and say, hey, I have a few minutes and let me talk to you guys. that looks very unprofessional. It's about what brand are you conveying to your audience so that they will want to work with you. They want to work with somebody who is personable, who is professional, they want to trust you and like you, and that's how they will buy from you. So the minimum is good production quality, which means, like here, a backdrop, good sound quality, that's all you really need. It doesn't take much, but it's not necessarily something that a company can do on a consistent basis, and that's why we set up a full-time video production studio. So everything is set up, it's super streamlined, it's super cost-effective. You just show up, you shoot the video, and you're done.
So where did you come up with this idea? How'd you get this started?
So we've been doing primarily video explainers for almost 7 years, and then in order to engage with our audience, we wanted to start educating them how we're different, why it's important to have explainer videos, and there was no easy solution out there. So we got in touch with the videographers and we figured out the best solution would be in order to do video content marketing, you need consistent content, you need recurring content. It has to be streamlined and then it can't be expensive, so we needed a full-time studio, and that's the only way to do that. So we figured out the logistics, we set up the studio, and now we're executing it for ourselves and we're seeing great results. But the impetus behind that was that nothing else seems to be working. We're a B2B company, a services business, and we've tried everything under the sun. We have, like everyone else, we have all these experts who are bombarding us on LinkedIn and saying, I can get you leads, I can get you meetings. We're LinkedIn experts, we're paid media experts, we're SEO experts, we're sales experts, we're growth experts, growth hackers. We've tried everything, and we've tried multiple versions of the same thing. We've tried 2 different growth hackers, we've tried 3 different sales consultants, we've tried 2 different business growth consultants, and they're all super expensive, ranging from $100 an hour to thousands of dollars an hour. And nothing has worked. It's super difficult, especially on the paid ads area. It's so competitive that a click can cost you $20, $25. So in order to convert somebody, we're talking about thousands of dollars. That means that your cost is going so high that you cannot apply to video content marketing. And that's where the idea was, we have to drop our costs so low, we make it a no-brainer, and we start engaging people organically. And we do that by building an asset for the business. That's the YouTube channel, the LinkedIn posts, the sharing. That's an asset that doesn't go away. If it's something that goes away, you pay somebody for an hour or you pay for some ads, that goes away and it doesn't build something for your business, that's not worth it for us.
Right, so what I'm getting from this is that it's not just about filming the video, it's about preparing for the video, producing the video, and then also having a distribution strategy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what Board Studios is providing, that
you
whole
need
package,
all 3,
right?
Yes, absolutely. And it's a lot for somebody to take on themselves, and that's why we're doing it as experts. We're doing it for many companies, which means that we can invest in becoming the experts. You don't have to come up with the right content. We will do the analysis to say, these are the topics you should be covering in order to resonate the most with your audience. And then what should you cover with on these topics? You don't have to script everything right there. We have a process to extract the knowledge from you and help you with the scripting. So we help you along the way. It's really like a white glove, very streamlined process that makes it super simple. We've seen people who have worked with their PR agencies and they're doing great work, but without having that expertise, they come across as very inauthentic. The production quality is not there, so they can't engage and they get very few views. We can get them to the views that they need in order to grow their business, and we work with channel partners like PR agencies and other digital agencies, but we also work directly with the companies because we can work with the CEO and we can hold their hand and we can educate them and we can show them that it doesn't take so much, it's not expensive, it won't take too much of your time, and you're going to have a great asset for your business that everybody says this is how businesses will grow in 2019 and beyond. Right now, you can't grow the same way and as cost effectively in any other medium.
Right, so the market's changing. What worked a year ago or 2 years ago isn't going to work today. Things are constantly evolving.
Absolutely.
So what's coming up? What's exciting for Board Studios, for the space, for the video content marketing space? Where do you see this going in the next year or so?
Right now, we're super focused and pumped up about video content marketing. It can apply to many, many things because people don't read anymore. So if people are putting out blog posts, case studies, white papers, all of that stuff has to be converted into video. That's great for us. And then on the other hand, lead magnets. Many people were focused on like infographics. Infographics are so 2 years ago. Right now, you can do lead magnets with a mini course and then gate that video, capture the email, nurture the contact with more videos that address their objections, and show them why they should be working with you. They see you through video, they can really meet you and see you as a trusted guide to solve their problems. There's no other medium that can do that for you.
Right, it's the transparency that video provides, how authentic it comes off. If you want to display your expertise, I don't think there's anything better than video to do that.